basically where all that rain was falling into those lakes and reservoirs. It's all trying to get out without, and it really can't get out too fast. So we've been seeing a lot of those rivers kind of going out of its banks, going into major flooding, as well as approaching into some homes and roads and stuff like that, damaging that. We have not heard of any casualties at this point, so that is some good news. But there is definitely a lot of road structural issues around, especially near the lakes and rivers. So, I mean, Southeast Texas, we are very, very close to the Gulf of Mexico. So we have tons and tons of moisture available for these to feed these showers and thunderstorms. So we very almost routinely get pretty extreme rainfall rates around here, where we get upwards of 1 to 3 to even upwards of 6 inches per hour. We typically will have one major rainstorm per year. Whether that come from tropical systems or just systems like we've experienced this past week. So we've had so much rainfall this past week that it's going to take potentially the next few weeks for these rivers to get out of flood. We could see major river flooding along the Trinity and San Jacinto rivers for at least the next week or longer.
would say it started yesterday because we got the alert. We got the alert on Thursday, and we moved out the same day. And then we came back and we kind of saw the flooding Friday morning, and then we let it build. And then we came back today again and it started getting even worse. And we're just trying to pack our stuff and leave. Even with the rain, even when it rained really hard, it never got this bad. But because of the dam releasing water,
and then that water, you know, coming down the
just gonna keep
river.
coming in, we don't know how much more it's gonna get, so we'd rather just leave, take our stuff before it gets even worse. And it's gonna keep rising this way. We don't know how much more, but we're just preparing for the worst.
Oh, the water come up. I moved up the hill. I moved everything out of down there.
Okay.
I moved my camper up there, and I've been staying at my friend's house. The problem is all the development further up north. You know, they pave the roads and build houses and shopping centers and all that, and there's nowhere more for the dirt to absorb the water. So it flies, it just comes down at.
It's actually been pretty rough. It's not as bad as Harvey. We had the house behind me where I live. We had 11 feet of water in this house during Harvey. And so we're not projecting, or based off of the projections, it doesn't look like it's going to be that bad, but we still are expecting quite a bit of water. So we're making adjustments and trying to get stuff out as quick as we can, but we'll see how it goes. You can see the water coming up around us right now. It's come up over the road in the last hour, so it's coming up pretty quick. And I think the major concerns is what Conroe's going to do. Lake Conroe opening their dam. They're letting out a lot of water, and that feeds directly by here, which is why the water is rising so rapidly. So if they open their dam and keep it open, we're going to be in a bind. I grew up on the river here, and I have more memories here than I have anywhere else. So I have a little girl, I have a 10-month-old little girl and a wife, and I want to build a life here too. And this is a major inconvenience, but I think the overall trade-off, the memories that we make and the relationships that we build down here on the water, I think they're worth the inconvenience.
Showing that was washed, from the road into the ditch, and now we've got this vehicle that didn't make it very far. So I think it's in the water, which isn't exactly safe either, just because you don't know what's all in the water as well. So flies, and they don't have it marked off, so they're letting people. Loop. It's about 20 stranded drivers that can't make it through, so they're sitting there, they're hoping that the water will recede. They're sitting it out.